used to be frightened by all the wine coolers I saw. I was scared I wouldn't pick the right one. Luckily, I did. It was the most refreshing one of them all, Sun Country Wine Cooler. You see, Sun Country is a blend of premium white wine and real fruit juice. That's what gives it its great taste. Sun Country, say, give me the real juice cooler. If you don't say Sun Country, you'd better sleep with your lights on.
There's someone special I want to look good for. Me.
It's my turn to see what I can see. I hope you'll understand. This time's just for me.
Looking good makes me feel good, so I use Oil of Olay. It's so sheer and greaseless, it sinks right in for a softer, younger look.
Oil of Olay, beauty fluid or luxurious cream to help keep you looking younger, too.
Yes.
I love the rich, whole wheat goodness of Kellogg's Mini Wheats. But the delicious frosted side makes the rich kid in me open wide.
The nutritious shredded wheat helps keep me on my toes. But the little ballerina in me thinks the taste steals the show.
Kellogg's Mini Wheats, wholesome shredded wheat for the adult in you, great taste for the kid in you. So they're delicious and nutritious.
The whole grain wheat really packs a crunch, but the delicious taste gives it just the right punch.
Table for two, please.
Yes, you'd prefer something in our smoking area, Philippe?
Fine.
How'd you know she smoked? Chief, Orlando, tobacco stains give smokers away.
Not when you brush every day with Topol. Topol Smoker's Tooth Polish with fluoride safely removes newly deposited tobacco particles and helps clean away built-up stains.
Table for two, please. I have a charming table in our non-smoking area. No, we smoke. But your teeth, so clean, and he smokes.
Topol, the only toothpaste a smoker needs.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
With double-layer design for dependable protection. A comfortable plastic applicator. A deodorant for freshness.
With Playtex, you seem to do more.
A special plastic wrap so they won't open in your purse. Playtex tampons give you what you want and more.
You seem to do more with Playtex.
Now, another way to spell relief. Sodium-free Rolaids. Sodium-free Rolaids gives millions 100% relief for acid indigestion. Plus, it's rich in calcium. Sodium-free Rolaids for extra calcium and 100% relief.
If you're allergy sensitive, your world is ever threatening. For relief, discover Benadryl, the most prescribed allergy medication ever. Available without prescription. Benadryl and Benadryl decongestant.
Feel it in the air. Elation.
A brand new fragrance from Impulse.
Excitement everywhere. Elation. Elation.
If a man you've never met before suddenly gives you flowers, that's Elation, the exciting new fragrance from Impulse.
Elation.
Thursday, it's Cosby starting off a night of family fun. And leave it to family ties to keep the laughs coming.
Oh, no. What are we going to do? Everything's under control.
Then on Cheers, will Norm think on a friend to get a promotion?
Yes, Stum. Yes.
And the fun continues with Night Court.
I'm here to strip for Dan Fielding.
Thursday.
Leanne Hunley's been nominated for a Daytime Emmy.
Away we go.
Now see if she wins on the 13th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, Thursday.
My kitty cat craves a great big hug. His rubber mouse, a roll on the rug. My kitty cat craves a scratch behind his ear. My ball of yarn, me being near. But most of all, my kitty cat craves
Crave Dry cat food is made from a unique blend of real chicken, milk, and tuna protein. Not flavors, but the real foods cats crave.
Oh, my kitty cat craves, craves.
Give your cat the real protein-rich foods cats crave.
No, I wouldn't consider switching diapers.
Then Anita Hardy compared her regular diaper to Pampers' new form-fitting super absorbency size diaper.
I thought it was fantastic. She was completely dry. Her clothes, her pajamas, her t-shirt. This blue stuff up here must be what keeps her dry.
We call it the blue waist shield.
Blue waist shield is what kept her dry at night. They're Pampers! I don't believe it!
Totally new Pampers with...
Oh, what a meal, oh,
Hamburger helper lasagna.
for your family.
Authentic Italian taste.
Hearty robusto, but not too spicy, eh?
Hamburger helper lasagna turns your plain hamburger into a delicious Italian meal with authentic Italian taste. Curly Italian noodles, rich tomato sauce, and a better blend of spices.
Hamburger helper.
Lasagna.
Helper, hamburger helper.
Make a great meal, oh.
When I was young, I always thought that Christmas was just for kids. Now I get excited by it through my own kids.
The upside is, thinking of your kids sort of rushing in, a little patter of feet, rushing into their presents, and wrapping paper flying past your head. The downside is reading the instructions for some of those toys. Dad, you know what I'm talking about.
Passion has turned to obsession. The child is my son. Danger surrounds him, and it's never been so real.
Will you help me?
Beauty and the Beast, Wednesday.
Monday, right after Major Dad.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
In an episode unseen for 33 years. Light up the holidays with the I Love Lucy Christmas special. Monday. Tuesday.
Everyone I've met believes in Santa Claus.
He discovered the town where Christmas lives, and to save it, he has to rediscover his heart. John Denver in The Christmas Gift. Tuesday.
I'm not ready to go yet, okay? I'm not ready. You gotta wait. I got shit to do. I'm in the middle of something, all right? Just hold on.
Watch your mouth or don't come in here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, people, come on, we're adults here. You know what? What is the point?
Yeah, we're adults here. I got a fucking Burger King fucking thing on my head. We're all fucking adults here, guys. People, in my chat, 2 words. What are they? 2 words. Let me see the chat flood. Let me see the chat flood. 2 words. Okay, next caller. Please. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, which translate in American to dick and balls. I got flip-flops. These are my flip-flops. Yeah, I really like my flip-flops because I can put them on. Because look, watch me put them on. I can put them on all by myself. Watch me put them on. Look, are you watching? Look, these are my flip-flops. Thanksgiving Day. I remember it clearly. It was Thanksgiving Day. I was inserting myself in somebody else's fucking business as a cash grab, and This channel is harsh reality.
Karen Yak se jodió la sucia vida. Amen.
This is Jonathan Lee Richards. I have cheeseburgers. I'm gonna put cheese on them. I'm gonna make sure that I have my hamburgers because I'm a big boy now and I can make the hamburgers. My mom lets me use the stove now.
And I'm just like, wow, I like receipts, and they brought receipts. Like they had evidence to back up everything they said. And I'm like, okay, well, there's got to be another side to this, right? Like this can't, no, this is too fantastic.
Yeah, because you're not going to just jump to the conclusion that there's a conspiracy amongst cops to cover up a murder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean cops and just like soccer moms and shit. Like that's what made it even crazier. Like,
yeah, get it, Betty. Yeah,
did you have a close relationship with your mom?
Get it, Betty.
Oh, of course, I still do.
Yeah.
My older sister was kind of sad. She was more of the prissy girl that like going
That is
and
the
getting their
best
hair done
shit fucking
and, shopping for
ever.
dresses with mommy. I was the tomboy that like playing with the cute.
Shout out to Cherry for just being just easily the most faithful and loyal supporter that I've ever had, man. That someone could have that tenacity with loyalty. And I'm really blessed to have someone like Cherry be part of this channel and in my life. So it means a lot. And yes, I named him after Mr. T and Rocky. Say, woman. Say, woman. Say, woman. Since your old man ain't got no heart, why don't you come down to my apartment tonight and I'll show you a real man. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this little dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I love you guys very, 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 very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends. Oh, say bye. Say bye. Oh, I love you too. Give me a kiss. Oh, I love you. Bye, guys. Woo! People. What a week. What a day, but what a week. Woo, my goodness, people. So before I start, I'm going to check real quick, but I don't think there's anybody watching me on Instagram. This is my first time streaming on Instagram. So I'm adding that. I'm trying to be more active on other social media sites. And the problem is like I said, I just don't give a fuck about social media. And if I want to do well at this, I have to learn to embrace it. And I'm I'm fucking terrible, dude. Oh my goodness. Right away. Already. Look at y'all. Y'all woke Cuck Church up. Oh no.
We got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. 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 I think we got a super dad. I think we got a super dad.
Buzzing for truth. Thank you as always. Police Officer John O'Keefe, Boston Police Officer John O'Keefe was not hit by a car. Yes, according to the official report, as far as the federal investigation that's going into the Norfolk County DA's office. According to that official report, John O'Keefe was not hit by a car. Therefore, Karen Reed is factually innocent. What the fuck do you all think we've been doing here this whole time? People, come on, man. Wake up. Wake up. Cuck Church woke up. I mean, come on. Yes, and a big happy birthday to Cherry. She loves cheese, bro. Drop the cheese emojis like crazy in the chat for Cherry because she just loves cheese, man. She's like a big mouse. Yeah, that's my my little My little Uncle Buck reference there. Some of y'all will get that. I don't know why I like that movie so much, but I just do. Dude, people, this is it's all coming together. I told you, man, this was going to happen like dominoes. Now, the thing is, I'm not as excited about certain things that other people are excited about. Now, I am excited, but yeah, I'll get into that. We went into that a little bit. I was live when the news broke about this, and but in the meantime, first off, what we're going to do, we're just going to hang back. We're going to watch Tom CPU a little bit. Got to give Tom CPU a big shout out, man, because Tom CPU is always out there. Always out there. And I don't know where Cherry is. But Tom CPU is always out there. If you have Tom CPU's Cash App, I have it. I just got to look for it. And I really don't want to interrupt. I should have looked for it. But I will remind Cherry when she comes in here. But if you guys have Tom CPU's Cash App, man, make sure to show him a little bit of love because he's out there in the front lines of these protests. And because of him, the public gets to see and understand more or less the nature of these beautiful people, these fine folks. And that is the most inspiring thing for me, is watching everyone exercise their God-given American First Amendment rights and be heard and never falter. Yeah, CPU Tom. It's CPU Tom, I think both at Venmo and as well as Cash App. $sign CPU Tom would be his Cash App. I knew it by heart and I just forgot it. But thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys dropping that. We don't need no stinking wrenches in here right now. This is all love, baby. This is all everybody. This is all family here. It's all family. You know what I mean? What's up, Deets? It's good to see you. It's great to see all of you guys again. I saw a lot of you guys in Tom's chat. Normally when there's these court dates, especially if it's one of these where it's closed off to cameras and they don't let news people in there or people with cameras and phones and whatnot. If I can't stream it, then I just hang back and watch Tom cover everything outside of the courthouse. And what he does is really, really important. It's not to be underplayed. And I'm going to show you why, as I always do, because I do like to show what Tom captures, because to me, like I said, it inspires me. And I feel like it's would be inspirational to the lot of you, honestly. But let's just go over that for a little bit and take a look.
Usually troopers here. No, but we got birds in the trees.
Tom's just like, we got birds.
Spring's here. Spring's in Massachusetts, guys. It's sprung.
I think we already
right?
saw, hold on. Where's when Mello gets there? He's muted here. How long were you live when Mello got there?
I did. You gave me $50.
I mean, look at these folks here. Now, what's going on with this Bayo dude? He's a douche, I hear.
He's sitting there.
To protect her from you.
He's sitting there filming it.
That's why he didn't go with her to meet Lindsay.
Yeah, she felt proud because she said I couldn't record and I didn't feel safe.
Did she tell you it was Lindsay?
I didn't feel safe.
But I needed it out.
I didn't feel safe. I don't feel safe.
That's exactly. She said she couldn't tell us who she was going to be.
Now, you see the difference between like TurtleBoy and dudes like this, bro. Like, seriously, you don't hear TurtleBoy whining about not feeling safe when he's trying to get to the truth. You know what I mean? Like, here he is shoving his phone in cops' faces, saying, we know you did something. We know it. Why don't you tell us? Now, someone did threaten and actually assault him at one point, which is why he has a protective order that just went through, and I don't blame him for that in the slightest bit. From what I've seen, this Kate Peters person is a very toxic individual, very unhinged individual. I've known quite a few in my day, and yeah, I don't get the impression that she's the most rational person in the world. So yeah, so this guy supposedly has multiple warrants, and he's wanted like in different states. And right, Deets, totally. And he's supposedly wanted, like he's actually literally like a fugitive from what I hear. I don't know how much of that is true, but
Careful driving, Jeff. I can't broadcast it live.
Maybe you should go to the apartment complex and interview her. When she comes out, interview her.
I'm here for TurtleBoy and the Kick Shit Show. I have no interest in doing
You could be a good thing though. Ask her why she's doing what she's doing.
Who?
Lindsay.
I have no interest in speaking with her.
oh my god, yeah, I have no interest in speaking with somebody who, you know, might fuck up my narrative.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Dad, 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 dad. I think we got a super dad. I think we got a super dad.
Y'all are fucked up, man. Like, y'all super chat me with this shit, and I gotta read it out loud. Kyle V, thanks, buddy. Plevin of Yellow Clout Fails. Plevin of Yellow Clout Fails looks like he hangs out at liquor stores to hook up with minors and ask where the party at. Talk about, hey, how old are you? Oh.
Yes! I like it.
That's after she says she's 14. I don't know. No. Look, Plevin is a few things, man, but I'm not gonna like sit here and make jokes about him being a pedophile and people take it seriously, because it's not serious, and I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't think he's a nefarious person in that sense. I think he's just a lying dickbag who just grabs things out of the air and says them out loud and thinks that if he says them loud enough, they're going to come true. That's all I think of Plevin. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. And in Kyle's defense, he said he looks like that. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. I mean, my man's rocking those long sleeve collared shirts. It's a little weird, but anyway.
Let's get a lot of footwork hours in this week.
Yeah. It's good.
He was up at Leamington.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you were at Leamington Monday. You were at...
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Dad, 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 dad. I think we got a super dad. I think we got a super dad.
Thank you so much, Street Squirrel. Appreciate it. 22:42. So 2 hours and 4. There's not even 2 hours and 42 minutes on this video, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me see. Hold on. No, it's not all the way down here. It's not even. Yeah, see what I'm saying? He's leaving. Is it 2 minutes and 42 seconds? Doesn't look like it. No, it's just this guy fucking. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, so there's like two parts of this because I gotcha. Got it, folks. All right. So he ended this. He ended the first stream, and then went into another one. So let's start it. Let's try to do this in real time as best as we can here. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see. Tom CPU. Part 1. Here we go. So 2. What did you say? 242?
Canton 9. Janelle. I mean, come on. This is, I mean, they're using the whole system as a joke.
Listen, I can't talk shit. Like, I'm the biggest slacker fucking YouTuber of all time, bro. Like, totally. I had every intention of streaming this hearing today. But what's funny is it would have worked out if they were actually doing it, because I woke up an hour late. I'm not even trying to lie. Like, I was at the gym till like 2 a.m. last night, and then I got home and I was still like lit up from pre-workout, and then I just like I couldn't go right to sleep. And then yeah. So if Mello would have showed up on time, I wouldn't have been able to stream it. So I was ready to get going. I was ready to start streaming this thing when I woke up. As soon as I heard Mello had just showed up, I was just like, oh wow, okay, well thanks for being the fucking unreliable douchebag that we can all count on, Mello. Hypocrite much, Will?
They're weaponizing the freaking system. Exactly what they're doing. They're weaponizing. Yep. Norfolk County members.
Hey, enough with the ripping butts, okay? You fucking Bostoners ripping butts in the parking lot. He's out there ripping butts on the stairs in the parking lot.
Yeah. Here he is. He's here.
What's he driving?
About time.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Redhead.
Holy Jesus. Hold on. Listen. Okay. First of all, Peggy. Holy crap. 50 memberships, Peggy. Oh, my God. Now, I'm not reading those off. But that is extremely, extremely generous. And I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much, Peggy. Appreciate it. Congrats to all of you 50 that got a membership. Right on. Thank you so much. But
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Dad, 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 dad. I think we got a super dad.
Thank you so much. Look at this guy right here. Look at this dude right here. Just, I mean, he's showing up an hour and 15 minutes late. Like he's just fucking the shit, you know? Like he's showing up here like Now, when I see that, I see a little something different. I see a little something different. Hold on. Where's he at? There we go. I see a little something different. Okay, now let's watch this for the actual, like, how it really is. I gotta hear what Tom's saying here.
Hey,
Gravy. Hey, your minion's here.
How you doing today, sir?
Just come in when you want, no?
Y'all are clowns, bro. I love it.
Look at this little stroll. You can't even hustle. Wait,
Holy shit. Oh my fucking god, dude.
It's a very exciting day.
Walk of shame, actually.
Y'all are gonna be my ticket to hell just for laughing at this shit.
All right. I guess we can carry on now.
This fucking dickhead like thinks these people, they're not. Listen, let's get serious for a second. I'm gonna try to myself, but listen, these people. All right, we went over. I did 5 different live streams where I went over all of TurtleBoy's charges. Okay, I went over all of TurtleBoy's charges one by one. Looked up every video title, looked up every timestamp, referenced every single thing they put in detail in those charging documents, compared what they said was said and done compared to what actually shows in the references that they listed in the charging documents, which is amazing to me. So, I mean, all the defense would have to go is go, okay, let's go over this and then go, that sounds a lot different to me than what it says here in the charging document, Kenneth Mello. So, I mean, it's pretty mind-blowing that this dude still, like, I mean, I'm talking from the beginning, has not seemed to have made hardly the slightest effort, aside from doing something dirty as fuck, to actually put TurtleBoy in jail, which is really interesting. Like, now, TurtleBoy doesn't belong in jail. Okay? He doesn't belong in jail. But it's funny because you got this prosecutor, this special prosecutor hired by Michael Morrissey and the Norfolk County DA's office. And you've got this dude who they hire. You can't find shit on him on the internet. Okay? He's got like no reviews. His website has a word totally misspelled. I forgot what word it was, but it's a fucking fail. And he's got a word totally misspelled. And it's like, where the fuck did they get this guy from? Where did they get this guy from? Office. Yes, he put three F's in office. 3 F's in office on his official website. On top of the fact that this is what's really ironic. Literally everything I've seen this guy do as a lawyer, like in court or something pertaining to something that's going to happen in court, like filing a motion, anything like that, this dude, I'm like, this dude doesn't even try. He's not even trying. But yet he goes out of his way. People, he goes out of his way to collude with Tully in order to manipulate. And from what I hear, we have yet to see the proof yet, but I'd say that the source is pretty good. But I'm going to wait till I see the proof to be actually believe this for sure 100%. But at this point, why would I not believe it? Why would I not consider it a possibility? We're beyond the whole, it's not cool to make these assumptions. It's not cool to draw these conclusions, as a possibility. It's not cool to do that. No, we're way past that. Okay. But as I understand it, Lindsay was absolutely, there was a conspiracy between Tully, Mello, and Jen McCabe in order to get Lindsay to do everything that happened to TurtleBoy, to be the mouthpiece, to be the tool that got him charged or that got his bail revoked and got him locked up, taking him away from his kids for 2 months, 60 days, taking him away from his family, taking away his freedom. Luckily, not being able to take take away his means to write. Luckily, they have that much leniency in the Dedham jail where he was being held, or whatever jail he was being held. And he was able to still make a living to some degree. But everything that we saw makes it perfectly believable. And everything that we know about Jen McCabe makes it very believable that this is absolutely true. Now, does Jen McCabe's involvement, or I'm sorry, alleged involvement in TurtleBoy's bail being revoked, does that make her guilty of covering up John O'Keefe's murder? Not necessarily. But it's a bad look, man. This shit ain't a good look at all. I mean, Jen, it's a bad look. Everything right now is a bad look for you. I mean, like, I have to sit here and wonder. I have to sit here and wonder what it's like right now to be Jen McCabe or Michael Proctor or Tully or Buchanan or Michael Morrissey or even Ken Mello. I mean, like, Ken Mello, like, I don't even imagine anything actually going through his mind. Like, like if I were to like, if I were to like live with Ken Mello or just be at a fucking coffee shop with Ken Mello and be like, I imagine a conversation going something like, "Hey, Ken, do you want sugar and cream in your coffee? Does that sound good?" And then he would just respond with,
I'm retarded?
and I wouldn't know what to say. I don't imagine having a functional conversation with this guy. I don't know how he puts his shoes on. I don't get it. Like, he's not showing me anything that makes me think that he's slick, or like he's trying to be. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to be, but he's not showing me jack shit that makes me think that he's somehow gonna be a move ahead in chess. I'm not getting the evil genius vibe from old Ken Mello. What? TurtleBoy and Karen Reed are talking? What?
Trace the signal.
All right. Let's get back to this.
It's only what, 10 o'clock?
Dude shows up.
You get him to laugh though.
An hour late.
You got him to laugh. Yeah, he was laughing when you said, "Hey, your minion's here." All right. Well, I guess we're going to be on here a little bit longer, guys and girls. All right. So that was something. He had no paperwork with him. He left his homework. He left his homework. He brought the internet with him. Nothing. He got out of that with nothing. Nothing in his hand.
No, and I love that they want to say that you guys are like, I love that they want to say you guys are like dangerous and shit. That you guys are just like this angry mob. Let's watch how the angry mob treats somebody who they know is the dirtiest yet most useless motherfucker in this whole situation. Let's listen to how the angry mob deals with this person.
Gravy. Here's your red truck. I saw it. Hey, your minion's here.
How you doing today, sir?
Morning. Just come in when you want,
You guys are awesome.
Can't even hustle.
Whoever that is, bro. Whoever that is, dude, I can't.
It's a very exciting day.
Walk of
Whoever
shame,
that
actually.
is. I gotta hear that one more time. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I gotta hear it one more time.
Gravy. Here's your red truck. I saw it. Hey, your minion's here.
How you doing today, sir?
This dude is killing me right now.
Just come in when you want, Look at this little stroll. Can't even hustle.
Can't even hustle. What you waiting on?
Are you okay, Mr. Mello? You've been sick. We hope you feel okay.
Oh my fucking
Walk of
God.
shame, actually.
Listen, full disclosure, y'all.
Yes.
This fucking 200 milligram well, technically it's a 20 milligram gummy. It just hit me. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. This shit was too goddamn funny. That dude was amazing.
I guess we can carry on now. It's only what, 10 o'clock?
Can't even hustle.
You get him to laugh, though. You got him to laugh. Yeah, he was laughing when you said, hey, your minion's here. All right. Well, I guess we're going to be on here a little bit longer, guys and girls. All right. So that was something. He had no paperwork with him. He left his homework.
Listen, it just hit me like it's just one of those timing things. It hit me just as I got to see that shit. So it's yeah, the two of them together were like the Wonder Twins.
He left his homework. He brought the internet with him. Nothing. He got out of that with nothing. Nothing in his hands.
I saw Grant. We're gonna get to Grant. I saw Grant. I was watching that in real time.
Wow. 80 grand we're paying that guy. 80 grand we're paying him.
Unreal, dude. Yeah, like that's your tax dollars that are paying that guy. Your tax dollars are paying that guy. I'd be so pissed. If I lived in fucking Massachusetts, I would be so fucking mad.
Yep, this is crazy.
Over that.
Really? How do you expect to prosecute somebody with no paperwork, with no evidence, nothing?
Like he
understand.
didn't show up with anything. Like the dude just showed up empty-handed. Like what is he planning on doing when he walks into court?
He's special prosecutor. So they hired him. He's a subcontractor is what he is. So they're paying him $80,000 because he's a subcontractor to prosecute Aiden. That's his job. Shut him up. Shut him up. That was their deal. Yeah, they allocated $80,000.
What's up, Benjamin John? Dude, this is fucking pure madness. I've got to rant for a second, folks. I got to rant. Like this week, like in the last 24 hours have put this case in such a perspective for me. And I would be remiss if I did not express verbally on this channel right now that this is the most fucked up, bizarre fucking case that I have ever talked about, much less been so close to. This is fascinating. It's the craziest thing in the world. Like, I have this audience that I'm very, very grateful for. And they are mostly made up of people who are affected by this locally. And yo, what's up, homie? Congrats on today. People, give it up. So I gotta say, I get to watch from this perspective that I have, this unique perspective. I get to watch as you're all referred to as an angry mob, crazy, hateful people. And TurtleBoy is this cult leader. And and I'm just watching all of it. And I've been welcomed into this community, and I'm like seeing it. And I know I'm looking at it from still, I keep just to be, smart to some degree, to do the wise thing. I'm not local. I have to just maintain my position as an outsider YouTuber looking in. But having this perspective and getting to interact with all of you, and then seeing in real time Twilight Zone shit and experience that. Because if this was happening to one person, if Karen Reed was alone in this, or even TurtleBoy was the only one and nobody was listening to TurtleBoy, think about what a fucking nightmare that would be for either one of them or both of them. Think about that. Think about, like, it's really important that right now we do not take for granted the fact that everyone here has each other. And I hate to get all kumbaya about it, but it's the truth. Like, if it was just one of you that was facing this situation with Karen Reed, or Karen Reed was alone, it would be a fucking unimaginable nightmare. Like, so to have each other and to be able to validate each other, because I find myself, I'm saying this truly, honestly, because I find myself so many times covering this, looking at this case, thinking about this case and going, am I fucking crazy? Or, and then something. Am I seeing that? Did this guy really find these taillight pieces on 5 undocumented searches? And this is the smoking gun they're trying to use against this woman. And the prosecution is actually planning to take this to trial. They have to know that the defense is going to shoot down every single piece of evidence that they claim they have. They didn't even try to state this case. Lolly just ran through it, blubbered, mumbled the entire time he was supposed to state his opposition against the motion to dismiss and disqualify. And then started mumbling about TurtleBoy having lunch with Karen Reed and having phone calls. This is the most bizarre, insane thing I've ever seen. The fact that they're even bothering to go through with it, and the fact that Judge Bev has been entertaining this entire time. I am blown the fuck away. I'm blown the fuck away by the people that I talk to on Twitter. They all seem to act the same way. It's almost like I'm talking to the exact same person every time I talk to somebody else. Nobody seems to have their own perspective. And they don't even really seem to have a perspective at all. Just insults, doxing, lying. And it's so, for these reasons and others that I could just go on for hours on this stream about, we're really lucky. I mean, think about it. There's other, the larger YouTube channels, they haven't even touched this barely. Maybe 2, 3 have tops, right? But not to this deep. They just cover the Karen Reed, John O'Keefe thing based on what mainstream media is willing to validate and confirm. But they haven't done like real deep dives into this and then came out and started talking about it, because it's not safe. It doesn't feel safe. Because again, imagine if you were alone in this, because we're talking about cops. We're talking about powerful people that are in elected positions in office who are being accused and investigated for covering up a murder and deliberately trying to falsely prosecute the wrong person. These are very serious accusations. This is no joke. This is absolutely no joke whatsoever. This is as serious as it gets. And right now, those very people are becoming very, very desperate. Every single person that I named earlier in the stream is becoming extremely desperate. Because shit just got real. Shit just got real for every cop involved and much less every civilian. Can we listen to Aiden on Howie's show, please? Thanks. We did that yesterday. I can go over it again. What I want to hear is Paul on Howie Carr today. That I have not listened to. And I kind of heard Tom streaming it, but I couldn't really hear the actual interview. So oh, he's on again tonight. Yes, I will stream it. Yes, as long as I'm live. Yeah, I'll stream it. Oh, okay. I got you guys. I got you. Okay, we'll do it. So make no mistake, guys, like these people are very desperate. So imagine if any one of you were alone in looking at this. You know what I mean? So the resilience that you people have locally who show up in front of these courthouses, show your faces, stand up and say your names at these select board meetings, that shit is the ballsiest, dopest shit that I have ever been so close to witnessing. I've never seen that. I've never gotten to experience that. And I will always be grateful to be this close to that. I never dreamed in my life that I would ever get to see something like that. And I want to thank you guys for that. Seriously. All right. Let's pull up old Howie. I become a pro at finding Howie here, so. Okay. I'm going to mute it because he's got a commercial break going on here, but here he is. And let me here. I don't know, like I maybe there's a way to support it or something like that. Let me share the website link in the chat because it's going from his website. It's not like YouTube or where you subscribe. And so just I guess click on that and explore it and see what you can do for Howie for giving Aiden so much airtime, because this is starting to pick up, and this is starting to pick up just the way it needs to pick up, because the more public this is, the more trapped the people who need to be coming up with answers are going to feel, and more pressured they're going to feel to have to come up with those answers. Whatever it takes to get to justice for John O'Keefe. Oh yeah, I missed it, Deets. Thank you. Dazed Manny, thank you. I'm late, so gonna rewind, but hey y'all, thank you. You'll hear that later. And then I know Team Brittany gifted 5 memberships. She's awesome. It goes crazy with that sometimes. And I'm really like, she's too generous to this channel. But I appreciate it. Team Brittany. Okay, so congrats to Katie, Cat Sea Healer. We've had enough. LJ, Catherine Campbell, Sutton, Elaine, Elaine, El Detective of or Juan. Oh no, he didn't win. He didn't get a gifted membership. That's all. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Oh my goodness. We got time.
We got a super chat. Super chat. I think we got a super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
Oh my goodness. Miss Bell 1388, thank you so much. Sent $20 towards gummies when you were with Turtle, and he mentioned next day. So here you go for today. You guys, man, see, you guys are fantastic. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. No, super chat. Yeah, so those of you who are new to the channel, so I a while back I was covering a case, and this very YouTube famous country rapper named Ryan Upchurch decided to get involved. And it was spreading just a shit ton of misinformation and slandering other YouTubers, and just really, really, really bad, like crazy. It was just insane behavior is what it was. And so when he was ranting and making fun of other YouTubers, he had mocked and said, "I think we got a super chat." Somebody sampled it, and then superimposed his, deep faked his face onto that dancer and made that video, and I stole it because it's fucking hilarious. And of course I call him Cuck Church. So, but yeah, that's all that is. That's all that is. All right, Howie's talking.
The Howie Carr Show, and it was another very interesting day in the saga of Karen Reed. Her murder trial, the date is, if it goes forward, still scheduled for next month. And also the saga of TurtleBoy, who's been blogging about the case, and he has had he's had many twists and turns. He was in jail for 60 days. They were trying to put him back in jail today. They did not succeed. There was not a huge, but a large demonstration, a significant demonstration in front of the office in Canton of the district attorney, Michael Pass the Gravy, or Michael Meatball Morrissey. And so there was a lot
I
to
love
get
this
to,
guy.
and we wanted to have Aiden Carey, TurtleBoy,
Thank you,
on to
Shelby.
discuss
Say
the
what?
latest developments in another crazy day. TurtleBoy, we've got to stop meeting like this, but it's good to have you on again.
I know it's better than a call from jail.
Well, listen. First of all, what happened with your you were in Dedham District Court today, and I guess there was a problem. There was a slight delay in the hearing, correct?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Wayne.
Ken Mello took about an hour and a half to get there because I guess he can't drive, and so we got these moseyed on in when he felt like it at 10:30, and we ended up scheduling a dangerousness hearing. He wanted to revoke. He filed two motions: a dangerousness hearing motion and a bail revocation motion. And they're basically the same thing, except dangerousness hearing comes with 120 days in jail. That was something I was not prepared for. That didn't go over well. But basically,
so he wanted to hit you. He wanted to hit you, TurtleBoy, with the same thing that the Haitian got hit with in Plymouth County today, a dangerousness hearing, who had raped a 15-year-old girl. They're equating you with the Haitian illegal alien who raped the 15-year-old girl allegedly last night.
Fantastic.
You gotta love it. Me like I'm literally the most dangerous criminal in Massachusetts. Like, you sit in the courtroom and you see person after person come up, and they release him on bail again. With me, it's like this guy's like the most dangerous guy in the world. That's the way they treat me on there. Like I'm some
Mello's
sort
a
of
hired fall
guy.
guy.
It didn't go the way they thought it would today. The Judge Pomeroy did an excellent job there. Basically, he kept asking Mello, like, how is this guy dangerous? How is what you're telling me? But Your Honor, he's writing blogs and he's intimidating witnesses and he's doing this and he's doing that and he's coming within 100 yards of this person and blah, blah, blah. And the judge kept asking him, how is he dangerous? Tell me how this guy's dangerous. And he goes, well, he said he was dangerous on a show one time. Because I said on a show one time, I go, when I get out of jail, I'm going to be extremely dangerous to the institutions that are covering things up. And I am. Like, I'm right with my pen. I'm dangerous to people like Michael Morrissey and Michael Proctor.
What was
being investigated right now?
What was up with Mello? I saw the picture in the Herald today, the courtroom photo. He couldn't even stand up. He looked like Morrissey leaving the stockyard in Brighton in the old days.
I mean, it's time for Mello to tap out. This obviously isn't good for his health. He's getting spanked every time we go to court. Every judge just dresses him down. And Howie, we're paying $80,000 to this guy to come after me. $80,000, and he's got a PI that he's flying to California to interview witnesses on the taxpayer's dime. I mean, how did the other ADAs in Norfolk County feel about that. They're probably making less than that annually. This guy's getting 80 grand just because Morrissey's got a stick up his butt for me.
Well, tell us about the demonstration. We had a guy call in. I asked for calls from the demonstration that went on outside, and I guess the state police had a helicopter over
Thank
the
you, Team
demonstration,
Brittany.
like it like there was Roger Stone in Broward County, Florida. Tell us about the demonstration.
Yeah, so a lot of turtle riders are down there. They were demonstrating outside of Michael Morrissey's office, as they've been doing a lot. I mean, these are grassroots, organizations like that are propping up without anything to do with TurtleBoy. They thought that like they could throw me in jail and it would stop. No, the story's too big. The jig is up. Everybody knows that Karen Reed's innocent. Everybody knows that this is the biggest murder cover-up in the country, and you can't stop them anymore. You can't stop them. So people are down there regularly protesting, and they're keeping an eye on us like we're some sort of hardened criminals. We're just people that don't like corruption.
Yeah,
They were. The guy who called in said that they were Sergeant Yuri, one of your nemesis, was driving in and they were swearing at him. Have you looked up the salaries of those guys, by the way, TurtleBoy?
Oh, I'm sure Bukkake's getting close to $200,000 a year. You can count on
over 200.
Wow.
Yeah. 200.
I love it, dude.
I'm being charged with
Howie Carr's
that
doing
because
his
I called him
homework.
mean names. I followed him to his car and I called him a loser. And they're calling that witness intimidation. Wait till they find out about this organization called Black Lives Matter and some of the things they said to cops. Apparently, is that witness intimidation? Give me a break.
Yeah, I mean, these guys. I'm just looking up the salaries. Proctor made $146,000 last year. That's the guy that's now under investigation by Internal Affairs. Sergeant Yuri, the guy they were swearing at today, the Turtle Riders, he made $211,000. And Detective Lieutenant Brian Tully, he's the guy who arrested you, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah, in charge of me. He's got
$214,640.
Yeah, I mean, corruption isn't cheap, Howie. It costs money. These murder cases aren't going to, cover themselves up.
Wow.
So what do you think after you've had a few hours to think about what's happening with Proctor? I mean, this is the guy that apparently went before a federal grand jury, and he said he had misled investigators about his close ties. Is he a townie, by the way, from Canton? Is he a townie like the rest of them?
Yeah, he lives in Canton, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So he said he told the grand jury that the feds that he misled people, and it's amazing to me. I was looking back over my notes from earlier state police stories, and usually they don't tell you anything when these guys are under investigation. I remember a story a couple of years ago. A guy on the gang unit made a big bust, and then he went home and immediately overdosed. And we got it into the paper, but they never would tell us if he'd been fired or not. I found it in an obscure court filing in a different county, like months later. That's the only way we found out. And yet, Karen Reed's attorneys, they released this information from the feds in a sealed document that this guy admitted he lied. He told the grand jury he lied, and less than 24 hours later, they acknowledged that he's under investigation. I think they're trying to throw this guy under the bus, aren't they?
He talked about accepting bribes from witnesses. Like the Julie Albert tells him we're going to buy him a gift for a thank you for not investigating our son's involvement in the murder case. Like, that's huge. And instead of saying, no, that's inappropriate, he says, no, get it from my wife instead. Buy my wife a gift, who I'm also being charged with intimidating, by the way. I mean, these people aren't victims. They're criminals. They're all criminals. And it's just amazing that it's got this far. And I had to do 60 days in a can for this. But I'll tell you, it's going to be worth it at the end of the day, Howie. The documentary is going to be fantastic. It's all going to pay off. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking, how the story was going to end, but it's going to be awesome.
And these allegations of bribery, I mean, this isn't a he said, she said. According to your lawyers, we haven't seen the sealed documents, but apparently the feds have his phone or got his phone, and it's all right on the phone. It's text messages.
Yeah, it's all in text.
Soliciting a bribe.
They're cooked. Yeah, they're cooked. If they have all their phones, they're cooked. They're done. It's going to be one after another at this point. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, it's a month till Karen Reed's trial. We'll see if that even happens at this point.
Yeah. You know, and another thing is, you know, they have this thing now, you know what it is, the post commission, peace officer standards and training. And they have to post when there's a problem with a police officer. And you know, you can get away with being drunk because they call that a disease, or even being on drugs you can get away with. But there's one thing you can't get away with if you're a police officer in Massachusetts under this new post commission: lying. Lying.
Yeah, it's true.
This guy's cooked.
Yep. This guy's done. I mean, he's still on the job for some reason. I don't know if he's still investigating the case, but you know, for them to announce it like this, like you said, that's unheard of. I mean, that they wanted to let the public know that, like, okay, we're disassociating with this guy. We're going to do something.
But you know, the thing is, TurtleBoy, you know, and again, you go back a long way. You've taken out earlier corrupt dynasties, you want to call it, like an Egyptian or a Chinese dynasty in the state police. I mean, I assume some of these regimes, that some of them survived. Some of their minions. And do you think that you know, Proctor et al. Were taking orders from superiors left over from earlier corrupt regimes to go after you?
Yeah. Colonel Mon is just as bad as the rest of them. They know they're not stupid. They're not blind. They see the headlines. They know exactly what was going on within their units, and they did nothing about it. The Massachusetts State Police is a rotten organization that needs to be taken down and rebuilt from scratch. It's the only way it can get done. You know, we've got scandal after scandal after scandal, and then, you know, a couple people get thrown under the bus, and then the institutional rot is still there. It just needs to be taken down and rebuilt from scratch.
Yeah, I hope that, you know, I hope they don't just stop with Proctor, but I have a feeling that's the way it's going to be. They're just going to say Proctor was a bad
Proctor's
apple.
going to let them stop with Proctor.
What?
Proctor's already thrown Buchanan under the bus. Proctor's already thrown Buchanan under the bus. He said that Buchanan knew about it. These people are going to all turn on each other. You'll see.
Like a mob trial.
Right.
This is going to be.
These people weren't meant
insane.
for hard time. I'm telling you, there's a lot on the line. I can't wait to watch it happen.
What's going to happen with Morrissey, do you think? He's I guess, you know, everybody's been asking his office for a statement for like a day or so, and they won't issue a statement. I mean, how bad is that?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if he blames it all on them, if he just plays stupid. But the problem is, on that 8/25, that August 25th press release, they keep vouched for them. They keep went on like, Michael Proctor's a great guy. Leave Michael Proctor alone. Leave Colin Albert alone. These are great guys. That's going to come back to haunt them, I would hope.
Well, did he say that Proctor was telling the truth, that he had no relationship with these people?
That he had, he said that he had no personal relationship with any of the witnesses. How is he not responsible for this? That's a lie. It's a provable lie. And we've seen it with the text messages now. He clearly did. It's a lie. He should resign immediately. But he's not, because he's never run. If you look at his political career, he's been challenged like once in his whole life. He's sitting on $500,000 in his key. He's not the least bit worried about like losing his seat. He just needs to resign, period.
It's bizarre.
All those hacks in Quincy hang out at Alba. It's a great place, actually, but it's I hear all the waiters tonight are wearing black armbands.
Oh my God.
All right, TurtleBoy, congratulations. So they didn't throw out the charges against you, right? They just released you on.
This is just another misdemeanor added to the pile at this point. I don't care.
Yeah.
So we'll get rid of them all.
Last question: what's up with the green suit?
Oh, you like that? It was a debut today. You know, I got a stylist. She got it for me. You like it?
I thought to myself, I'm wearing a green long sleeve T-shirt, but I said, green suit. That wouldn't be for me. But it was a subdued green, so it was okay, I guess. It's St. Patrick's Day. What the hell? All right.
And I'm TurtleBoy. All right.
All right, TurtleBoy. Thank you. Where can people go to see your stuff?
tbdailynews.com, or follow me on Twitter at Dr. TurtleBoy, or on Facebook. We're all over the place.
All right, great. Thank you, TurtleBoy, and congratulations on your success. And I think justice is coming, as you said in your tweet this afternoon. 844-500-4242, 844-500-4242 if you want to talk about Turtle Boy or anything else. And we've got some great sound cuts to play from a black woman that was posted this morning by Dave Rubin on Howie Carr.
All right. Let's get back to so yeah, I've got a few thoughts on that. I just want to have this pulled up. But yeah, let me go over this actually first. Hold on. Yeah, I got this ready to go. So yeah, Clubber is just chilling right here. I gotta say though, listen, ever since I got him snipped, he's like a lot calmer. He is not like wanting to chew things up as much nearly. He's just like the greatest dog in the world. Like, I'm not even trying to lie. Like, he's just like always wants to be right next to me, cuddles right next to my leg when we go to sleep. He's just dopest dog in the world. Yeah, crazy. Luckiest dude ever. So yeah, the thing is the the Proctor thing that I'm taking issue with is actually a point that Turtle Boy made yesterday, which was Proctor. He's actually getting support. What it seems like, didn't they release a statement saying that they backed Proctor up, that the Massachusetts State Police backed him up, and that he's staying steadfast? Somebody actually, said something in chat. Let me see if I can find anything on that. Apparently, Proctor made a statement or something to that effect. Was it through Ted Daniel? Maybe he posted something. It's 23 hours now. It's 2. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything like new about it. But he says that he didn't do anything wrong. As I understand it, what somebody stated in the chat. Yeah, Clubber's still got the cone on. He's got, according to the vet, he's got 3 more days. But and it's starting to, he's wanting to like scratch down there, like, lick down there and everything. But I imagine because it's healing, because it's scabbing and it's healing, it's itchy, There's no signs of infection. It looks like it's healing just fine. So I'm just gonna do exactly what the vet said. Leave that thing on him, and then even make sure. So I'll just wait until you're saying you just watched it on 25. I'll wait until 25 posts something about it, and then I'll go over it. I'll keep refreshing the Ted Daniel feed on Twitter. Maybe he'll post something about it. Yeah, still nothing. Yeah, nothing yet. Okay. So now here's the thing. I'm going to go over this, and this is the best I can do. I don't think I can full screen it. Oh yeah, I can actually.
You're all terrible people.
I feel like you're the kind of person who would recreate that famous photo from the busing protest. That was a good one. Remember when the guy during the busing protest stabbed the guy with the flag in the 70s after Judge Garrity's decision?
You say I'll stab someone?
No, I said you remind me of the type to use a flag as a weapon.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, did you just throw a penny down the street? That's what they do to mock Jewish people for being sheep. Oh wow, I got that on camera too. So that's one of the TurtleBoy and Karen Reed supporters throwing a penny down the street in an anti-Semitic canard. Wow, that's a new one. That's a new one. Rolling pennies down the streets?
Canard.
I didn't know you guys hate Jews.
Now this happened. Jesus. Okay, so this happened today.
I'm so glad I caught that on tape. Oh my God.
Now-
Oh, he fell up the stairs.
Now
He fell up the
somebody-
stairs again. I have it on video. He's always attention seeking. Let's just be honest. Just like his miserable mother.
Listen to the commentary, dude. Just like his miserable mother.
Good luck, Grant. Looks like you need it.
Now, it cannot be overlooked that Grant shook the guy's hand and thanked him for helping him up. I thought that was very big of him. It's not something that I would normally see.
Remember
this
when the guy during
do.
the busing protest stabbed the
You know
guy
what
with
I
the
mean?
flag in the
I
70s
have
after
to
Judge
be
Garrity's
fair.
decision?
You say I'll stab someone?
No, I said you remind me of the type to use a flag as a weapon.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You get what I'm saying? So now, when this happened, because I watched it live, as soon as it happened, because Tom caught it on video too while he was streaming, and I was in Tom's chat, and and somebody was like, there was actually a news lady interviewing, and the camera like would have picked that up for sure. So the news caught it, but I don't think they're going to air it. But the news actually caught it. And so now I had tweeted this. Hold on. Because I was aware of the whole calling people anti-Semites when they're not, you know? And so I tweeted this where I was like, anti-Semitic stares have just attacked Grant Smith Ellis. When will the hatred stop? And he got a lot of shit, right? But check it out though. Now, like there's 10 reposts, right? So he quoted it and posted it. This cannot be overlooked, people. Okay. He quoted and reposted my post, my joke post, making fun of him. And he writes, towel down. I repeat, towel down. I am actually okay. And it was very kind of one of the TurtleBoy fans to help me up and ask if I was okay. Maybe there's some shared humanity in this world after all. I refuse to overlook that. That would make me an absolute cunt if I were to overlook that effort made by Grant. I realize that he's done a lot of shitty things. But what I'm saying is the type of person that I see Grant being is not the kind of person that I see doing something like that. And he did that. He made fun of himself. He made fun of himself and publicly thanked the person and acknowledged him as a turtle rider. So I thought that was actually a very, very kind, mature, thoughtful, and brave gesture to make, considering the things that people feel about it. So hats off to you, Grant. You get a pass from me today. That the tripping thing could have gone a way different, because everybody trips and falls, man. You know, everybody trips and falls. You know, it's just a question of how would he have handled it. That's the question. When you trip and fall, how do you handle it? And if there's a crowd of people who go, have a nice trip, you know what I mean? It's gonna happen. How do you deal with that is what matters. Everybody trips and falls. How do you deal with it? Grant fucking handled that. So good for you, Grant. Seriously, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and even give Grant and I mean that from the heart, Grant. Seriously. Just so you know. So now let me so let's get to what happened in court with TurtleBoy. We got Ken Mello walking in, and then let me see here. All right, and let's see what the drama is with this guy. I don't know this Bao guy or Bayo guy. I don't know him.
Careful driving, Jeff.
I can't broadcast it live.
Maybe you should go to Lynn's apartment complex and interview her. When she comes out, interview her.
I'm here for TurtleBoy and the Cake Shit Show. I have no interest in doing
You could be a good thing though. Ask her why she's doing what she's doing.
Who?
Lindsay.
I have no interest in speaking with her.
Fowles get a lot of footwork hours in this week.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say, man, like in light of everything that has happened in the last couple of days, the whole Lindsay thing even seems even more fucked up. Am I crazy or what? You know what I mean? See what I mean? I just did it out loud. Like, am I crazy? You know, this is some bizarre Twilight Zone shit. This whole case. Like, I can't imagine what it's like for TurtleBoy right now. I can't imagine. Like, I can't imagine having to deal with an entire system locally where I live trying to keep me locked up, looking for anything that I do wrong to lock me up because I'm exposing. I mean, this is what happened, dude. TurtleBoy was digging a trench, just doing his job and digging a trench, and then a stench from a body came up and people caught the stench. You know what I mean? And people are saying, we want answers for this. Why does this stink? You know what I mean? Hold on. Okay, cool. Somebody got that. Thank you for getting that, guys. Like, that's all that happened. Like, there's some serious corruption and there's a woman's life on the line. You know? Like, what do you expect good people to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole thing. It's like I'm trying to wrap my head around what it would be like to ask Jen McCabe directly. How do you have anything against good people who are just trying to make sure that people are doing the right thing? How could you possibly have something against that? You know? Like, just talk to the media or something. You know what I mean? Like, at least make some sort of public statement stating your defense on any of this. You know? But instead of speaking to the public and addressing honest questions that are merited, to say the least, instead of doing that, what they do is they try to get the person who's asking those questions locked up. And they manage to pull it off. And the manner in which they did so was so fucked up and nefarious that it's hard to believe that it's real life. They manipulated a girl that he was sleeping with who is already batshit crazy and basically got her to play a role that's going to get him locked up. Allegedly, Jen McCabe, Tully, and Mello all conspired on this. So think about that. When you look at all of everything that's happened in the last couple of days, when you look at what's been uncovered about these cops by a federal investigation, because people are saying the whole thing is, well, it's not, you got these fools on Twitter that are like, well, we don't know. That's just the defense's interpretation of what the federal findings were. We don't know. That's true. And it's their job to spin things. They're game show hosts, right? They're real charismatic and they're magicians. You know what I mean? Sleight of hand shit. 3-card Monty is what Lolly said, right? But that's not what's going on here. Because the thing is they filed a motion to dismiss and disqualify. That is something I've never seen before. That's something Vinnie Politan said he'd never seen before, too. If you think about that. Like, don't take the fact that who cares if I've never seen it before? Vinnie Politan said he'd never seen that before. He's blown away by all of this. Every time you see him talk about this case now, he's like hyped and he's just like, what? Wait a minute. So with everything that we know, because the thing is the burden of proof is actually on the defense. When it comes to this issue, the burden of proof is on the defense. They are the ones who filed the motion to dismiss and disqualify. They are accusing the Norfolk County District Attorney of misconduct. Investigators in charge of John O'Keefe, a Boston police officer's murder, of misconduct. They're accusing them. They are the accusers. So on that issue, the burden of proof is on the defense. They're not going to just deflect and play 3-card Monty. That's not going to get them anywhere here. They have to be willing to prove that these things in those documents are exactly what they presented them to be. And I absolutely feel that they are prepared to do that. And that is why I think that holds so much validity. Everything Alan Jackson said and everything Yannetti said yesterday. I absolutely believe that. Because again, like I said, when it comes to the issues brought up in this motion, the burden of proof is on the defense. Now, when this goes to trial, the burden of proof is going to be on the prosecution, of course. But the thing is we all know, and any of us who have ever followed a trial before understand that the burden of proof is on the prosecution. And they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And everything that they have that they call proof absolutely is full of doubt. Everything. The taillight, everything. Any first-year public defender can poke holes right through it. If I can do it, any public defender could do it, much less attorneys like Yannetti and Jackson. This is an easy win for them. And taking this to trial would make them more money. But filing this motion means that they're actually trying to get justice for John O'Keefe, since nobody else seems to want to do it. That's how I'm taking that anyway. I think Karen Reed right now and her defense team are not only trying to save her life, but they are also on the verge of getting justice for John O'Keefe and making the real people who are responsible for his death accountable. And to me, that's very telling because, again, these defense attorneys, once they get Karen Reed off, they're done. That's it. Their job is done. The payments stop. You know, I mean, depending on whatever happens afterwards. But the thing is what they're doing is setting it up to where the U.S. attorney can do exactly what they need to do and rain down some indictments. The investigation's still ongoing. That's why we haven't heard any, a lot, but we've heard enough. Thank you so much. I'm not going to do the super chat dance real quick. Not this time. Where can I get a free Michael Proctor hoodie? I don't know. But he's free for now. He's working. He's out there doing his job. I'm sure he's got open cases. You know, he's out there. He's not suspended. But, you know, and that's the thing is I worry about this investigation. I worry about about the possibility that this is just Proctor falling on his sword and getting a slap on the wrist for lying about something. But what I really hope is federally he gets investigated, which of course I believe he is. You know, I mean, it kind of goes without saying. If Michael Morrissey's office is being investigated and it's about the Karen Reed case, Proctor's being investigated federally. Absolutely, without a doubt. For sure. No doubt. But I don't trust the Massachusetts State Police right now fully. And that's not necessarily their fault. It's Proctor's fault. So I don't necessarily trust the Massachusetts State Police right now when they say that they're investigating Proctor. But, you know, hopefully. But I mean, like I said, that's Proctor's fault. That's the casualty of having a dirty cop on your squad, on your force. That's the casualty. It makes people distrust cops. Now, I'm not saying that I don't trust cops anymore. I'm saying the people who are wearing the same uniform and donning the same badge that Proctor is, well, there's going to be a little shade on that. You know, that's not my fault. that's not their fault either. That's Proctor's fault. You know? And that's the thing is, what if he's just stupid? You know what I mean? What if he's just a drunk and he just did everything wrong? Let's just say hypothetically that Trooper Proctor was hammered, shit-faced drunk the whole goddamn investigation and just kept making stupid mistakes. You know what I mean? And he's not even dirty. Like, you know what I mean? Can he still blame people for thinking that he's fucking dirty? You know what I'm saying? Like, he cannot sit there and blame people for feeling like this is a dirty fuck. Dude, look at the chain of custody. Look at the way the fucking witnesses were questioned. Look at the conflict of interests. Look at everything. Literally everything that has taken place in this investigation is contrary to being productive to getting Karen Reed successfully prosecuted. Oh my goodness.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Dad, 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 dad. I think we got a super dad.
Scott McGinnis, thank you so much, as always. Kudos to Tom CPU once again today. Boots on the ground all day with and for us today. The entire team movement had a great day today. Love you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Tom CPU, man, is out there doing it. And you gotta love him for it, man. You seriously gotta love him for it.
Good. He was up at Leominster with us Monday. I'm sorry. So you were at Leominster Monday? You were at...
At least you're staying in a place.
Yes. I have to use the bathroom.
You're not out on the street.
Yeah, I have shelter.
Dude, yeah, man. Like, all of these protesters, man, are just fucking amazing. Like, Resistance to Silence and fucking Paul Cristoforo, dude. Like, good shit.
That's good.
Amazing
That's
people.
good.
Yes, it's always good to have shelter and not be on the street.
Absolutely. Are you going back to
Find out tomorrow.
Oh, are you? Weather's better there than here.
It was a lot better. I was a little, not necessarily shell-shocked, but uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The weather here.
Well, at least you have shelter. That's all that matters.
I'm built for like the tropics.
What's going on with Dave McGrath? I haven't seen him in a minute. I was in a live stream of his maybe a week ago or something, I think. But I mean, I hope he's good.
Oh, you live in Texas.
Yeah.
You couldn't have been too comfortable Monday. It was windy at Leominster.
Monday was terrible.
It was bad.
Okay. Yo, is that Jess? What the fox is that? Are you Jess? What'd you get suspended for political shit? Talking about political shit? No, not Tom. Dave. No, oh, okay. Never mind. I thought maybe you were Jess. Who co-hosts with him. But I don't fucking know. You're what the fox. It's nothing necessarily feminine about your handle and avatar. Don't get mad at me. Just saying.
Yep. That's why I turned around and walked away. No, he won't. It's not him. It's just people that are watching his stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, anyone that's watching the stream can play it.
Oh.
That's the deal. That's how he makes his money.
Oh, you got those chocolate Cadbury eggs I gave you? I went to go find packing when I had an emergency phone call, so I had to get. And I think I got the wrong ones. You like the ones with the cream? I got you ones with the chocolate.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I got them. They're my on my jacket.
Yeah, bro.
Jesus Christ.
But he was doing that the other day too at Karen's thing.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of is ridiculous a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the way it works is like, I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into it because it's pretty boring, but the way it works is like, you know, your channel can get struck if you violate terms of service. And who knows what Dave talked. I noticed that he gets pretty political. And but it's possible, likely, that he was just streaming something that somebody didn't like and struck him, and he's just gonna have to wait until the strike wears off, or he can dispute it. There is something called fair use. I don't know how familiar he is with it, but that's why I put that disclaimer in my description. Fair use is important. That's why I could play news and not get copyright struck. And you can play anybody's videos and just as long as you're commenting over them. I forget the exact guidelines of it, but yeah, fair use is the only reason I can stream other shit and not worry about it. So I've been struck before, but normally it's a false strike because, usually YouTube will just strike you and then you just have to dispute it. And then that's it. But yeah. So I don't know, if Dave knows if he can dispute it or not. And if he doesn't know, find out if you can look up fair use, and see if your video falls under that category. And if it does, you can dispute it. You can fight the strike, or you can ask the person who struck you to lift it. You can do that too. I would imagine he knows. Yeah. I'd love to have Dave up here. Yeah, he's had me on his channel a couple times. I really enjoy that channel.
Yeah.
He's going back to Texas tomorrow, he said.
Yeah. It can't be soon enough. Can't be soon enough.
Oh, I hope this all goes away.
Yeah, it's got to go.
I can't wait to see what Sean has on Google. Oh my God, that's coming out tonight.
I'm sure it's really good too.
Yep.
Or I wouldn't bring it up.
Maybe Dougal went to the flop houses with Brian and them. They had a nice little flop
Flop,
house.
the flop house.
Yeah. What about that story that Aiden reported on with the kids in that house with a bunch of,
Yep.
See what Paul has to say here.
Right. Mellows. I can't, you guys. I can't. All right, bud.
And another recess.
Another recess. Why?
Because they're Mello had some more information. Now they have to review it. I wrote the funniest thing happened in the courtroom.
Really?
Yes. Aiden had a couple of police officers testify in his behalf.
Yes.
The judge asked Mr. Mello, "Would you like to talk to Officer Krupp?" Did you talk to Officer Krupp? He said, "No." He says, "Don't you think you should?" But now they're on a recess to review more information.
I mean,
my God.
Bro, listen. Bradle's not dicking around. Okay? TurtleBoy, Tim Bradle, they came to play. TurtleBoy did not sit in jail for 2 months for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would do that. Nobody would do that. There's no fucking way when I could have pled out at any given time. There's no way I would have sat in jail for 2 months and then be like, well, I'm scared to go back to jail. I mean, of course he's scared to go back to jail. But what I mean is I'm going to stop doing what it is that I've been doing. Because it would have been for nothing. 2 months in jail would have been for nothing. And that's a hard position for him to be in. That's not easy at all. But you've got this Mellow dude who shows up an hour late, nothing in his hands. Nothing in his hands at all. Not even a fucking iPad, not even a tablet. Right? Nothing in his hands. And he's going to go try and have somebody thrown in jail. You know what I mean? So TurtleBoy was absolutely conscious of the kind of decision he was going to make in choosing an attorney. Clearly. I think that Bradle's statement after the hearing, after the Karen Reed hearing, was fucking beautiful. And I love that he is so passionate about the First Amendment. I love that he used to be a prosecutor for Norfolk County. I love all of that shit. This dude is like I said, this dude came to play, man. I love it. So yeah, he's not gonna just let TurtleBoy go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, not if I mean, who knows what kind of dirty tricks he could do, but what I'm saying is he's not gonna slack off. You know, he's gonna do everything he can, and at this point, it's fairly obvious that if they do manage to get TurtleBoy back in jail, it's because somebody did something fucked up, and it wasn't TurtleBoy. Because the past already speaks for itself. I have seen the proof. You've seen the proof. You've heard the proof. You know what I mean? You've heard the proof. This woman threatened to drive her kids, get them out of bed, 4 kids, get them out of bed, put them in her car. She said this in detail, almost verbatim. Put them in her car, drive over to his house, sit in the driveway, and perform a self-abortion with her kids in the back seat of the car. I mean, and people just want to overlook this. People want to just act like she didn't say that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I refuse to call someone like this a victim. I just refuse to. I refuse to no. No. Yeah, this whole thing is outrageous. It's outrageous. Like, once this is like put out there, whether it be on a news story or a documentary, because that's going to happen. That's going to happen. This is going to unfold to a point to where whoever is covering this story is going to be foaming at the mouth, right? Any fucking journalist, once this gets to a point to where Karen Reed's case gets dismissed or it goes to trial and Yannetti and Jackson decimate anyone on that stand who is testifying for the prosecution, once that happens, these people are going to be foaming at the mouth for more. And that more is going to be this shit that Norfolk County pulled on TurtleBoy. Because it's so fucking juicy. You know what I mean? Like, and that sucks for TurtleBoy, dude. That sucks so bad. Like, you know, we've all fucked the wrong person before, man. Like, that is not something. Why does that happen? Why does, for some people it happens and then you're like, well, that happens to the best of us. You know, you fucked the wrong person. But then when it happens to him, it's like, oh my God, TurtleBoy, you gotta learn to keep your dick in your pants. Like, I mean, we've all done it. Sit here in my chat and fucking act like you never fucked the wrong person. You're a fucking unicorn. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in real life. Everyone has. You know what I mean? But it's not everybody's fucking business. Now it's everybody's fucking business. Why? Because now it's connected to Karen Reed's case. What kind of bullshit is that? Just because this guy got answers? Because this guy did some digging, did his job, got answers, and it pissed people off. And so they weaponized this woman who's already fucking nuts to get this man locked up. That fucking happened. It's not an interpretation of the truth. It is the truth. That fucking happened. There's no doubt in my mind that that fucking happened. I mean, and that's got to be shitty that on top of having to go to jail for 2 fucking months, the whole world knows this guy's fucking business in his personal life. Dude, what I do when I close this fucking laptop, dude, like, it's none of your fucking business unless I fucking deliberately share it with you. You know what I mean? Oh, you got suspended for hate speech. I was afraid of that. Yikes. But it's good to see you here, man. I hope, how long is it for, man? Like, I hope it doesn't happen for too long. Yeah, I mean, there's no fucking doubt in my mind about this. There's no doubt in my mind about this. That this woman was absolutely, I mean, you look at all of the timing of everything. All of this happened like right after they approached her, right after Ken Mello publicly told a mainstream media reporter that they were going to seek a dangerousness hearing. And right after that is this alleged meeting with Tully and Lindsay. You know what I mean? Where they now have grounds. And then she sets it up to where he goes over there. It's just, it's the dirtiest shit in the world. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's disgusting, dude. That like that they used. I mean, they used the guy's dick to hurt him. Like that's some nutless shit, dude. That is some not a man shit to do. Is use some guy's dick to hurt him. Like that is so not okay. You're not a man for doing that. Tully, fucking Mello, you're not men for doing that. That's fucking gross. That you might as well have fucking bit him in the balls, bro, like in a fight. You know what I mean? Like that's horrible, dude. Horrible. So I want to get to like when.
Did Mello say what the information was? No, he had thumb drives and stuff, and then Aiden actually, Grado put more information through, including copies of text from LG from March 7th to March 11th.
Nice.
Which, in Grado's terms, could relate to witness intimidation.
Nice.
So I don't know anything about it.
Good.
I'm not a legal guy.
No, that's his job. Yep, whatever he thinks.
Yep, I'll be right back.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Yeah, you could totally get banned from PayPal.
Yeah. And of course, we're gonna miss the 3 o'clock standout, right?
Tracy and Dana are already there.
Yeah, everyone, just so you know, there's a 3 o'clock standout at the district attorney's office. Address, I don't know. You have to Google it. Just Google Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. There's a big protest going on there. We got this place covered. So if you want to stop there, it'd probably be best to do that there. Simple protest. Real basic. It's allowed. Nothing wrong with it. But we're having a nice little get together.
I mean, you see what I'm talking about? Somebody was on top of that. Thank you for whichever mod took care of that. But it shows up in my StreamYard chat. And I can see. And it's pretty gross, you know, like the kind of things these people say. And then they play victim when you like call them a name. That's what I always think is funny. They hide behind these bullshit little avatars. They make up these fucking names. you know, and then they talk all this shit. And then the second that you fucking call them out on their shit, they play victim. You know, oh my God, I can't believe how rude and terrible you are. Like, bro, fuck you. You're rude. You're an asshole. You know, like you're up here just trying to like shit all over someone's character. And because you don't have a valid argument for what's going on, you're blind and seeing everything that's actually fucking happening, you know, because you hate somebody who calls himself TurtleBoy. You just hate the guy. It's like, it's bizarre behavior. It's toxic, fucking weird, psychotic behavior. You're insane people, you know, but you're cowards too. Like, that's the fun thing is you're bitches, you know, you're cunts, all of you, because you do the same thing. You talk big and brave and you talk shit about somebody, and you think that you fucking got some sort of fucking one up on them because you dug into their past and misinterpreted things, and then twist them to mean whatever you want them to mean, and label them horrible things without any proof. I mean, this is all I see. This is all I ever see. And it's not just me. I'm saying it's like everybody. Like, it's Olivia, it's Mike from the Young Jerks. I mean, it's insane. And TurtleBoy gets the worst of it, of course. But you know, I don't understand. Like, I can't relate to somebody who has so much energy in putting into so much hatred. I just don't. I cannot process that. It makes no sense to me. Like, going to a strip club is probably right next to that, because I think that that's just flushing money down the toilet. Is like handing, unless it's like a special occasion, your friend's getting married, and then you're like, fine, you know, okay. But you've already like, you're like, I'm gonna flush money down the toilet. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. Why not? Fuck it. I've got money to flush down the toilet. This is what I'm gonna use to flush it down the toilet. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's the attitude you go into that. But any other reason than that, you're just doing it just to do it. You know, it's stupid. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Is to waste my energy on hating someone so fucking much when I could be doing something way more productive, bringing joy. Where is the joy? Answer me that, trolls. Where is the joy? And if you tell me you don't enjoy it, then you're a fucking liar, because what else are you doing? You don't need to be doing it. You're not doing God's work. What other reason would you have for hating someone so much that you see on the internet, other than the fact that you get joy out of it? But what's the joy? I don't get it. Thieves of joy, totally. Like, I don't understand. There's something wrong with you. This is indisputable. Let me lay it out for you as plain as day, okay? You take energy that you could be using to loving a dog, you know? Energy that you could be using towards writing a song or a poem, reading a book, anything, painting a picture. You're taking that energy and just directing it towards hating someone who is really not affected by it. You know what I mean? Like, you're suffering more than they are. But the problem is I'm wondering what makes someone enjoy suffering so much. What makes someone enjoy that darkness inside them where they're just, you know, and they get to play victim. Like, I don't understand the the productivity behind that, like what you could possibly get out of that ultimately. Makes no sense to me. To just hate and then try to press somebody so much that when they say something back to you, it gives you an opportunity to just relish in being like, oh my God, see how horrible they are? I mean, it's really pathetic. It's a pathetic display of behavior. And the fact that you have to take joy in making yourself suffer like that is the reason why I don't feel sorry for you. Normally I would be like, man, poor bastard, that sucks. You know, but no, that it just makes you a cunt. You know? Like there's something wrong with you if you have a joy with being at war with someone and then, you know, just ignoring all logic because it will somehow get in the way of your hatred for that person. The hatred pushes the logic aside and says, no, not, you know, the rationality, no. And you take joy in this. It's very, very bizarre, man. It's very, very strange.
Yeah. Yes, 45 Charlotte Road in Canton. Thank you, Rui. RUI. You should probably go home after this.
I know he was talking smack. Like, listen, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I'm giving Grant a pass today, bro. Like, he really, like, he truly earned it. I'm giving Grant a pass today. Like, normally I would have spent an hour tearing up him tripping and falling. I would have. But the thing is he wasn't a dick about it at all. In fact, he was the exact opposite of what you would normally expect Grant to be in a situation like that. Like, he was an absolute gentleman, to say the least. I feel like that's an understatement for how he handled that situation. He reposted my joke. He quoted it, called himself Towley. Like, he even took a jab at himself over the bleeding ass thing. Like, that was fucking ballsy as hell, dude. Like, Grant gets a pass with me today, bro. I'm not fucking with Grant no more today. You know? Now, when he does something else that sucks, it's open game. But right now, Grant gets a pass with me, dude, for sure. Like, that was fucking dope. But they don't. That's what's interesting too. Like, if your whole thing is that you hate TurtleBoy, okay. I mean, whatever. That's not, you know, everybody's entitled to their feelings, of course. If your whole thing is that you hate TurtleBoy, that's fine. But what I wonder, why would that get, why is the hatred so strong that it's that it's clouding? It's like, it's pushing aside the logic that this case absolutely presents. I mean, that's what happened. Look at this. Look at the Natalie chick. Natalie was totally doing all of this shit to try to make TurtleBoy larger than life, right? But she didn't really care about that. But yet she's describing this whole time on the taxpayer's dime, because Tully went out there, flew out to California where he has no jurisdiction, and interviewed her, because that's not fucking suspicious at all. and interviewed her for what? Got what from her? Her bragging about trying to make Aiden larger than life, and yet at the same time saying how she doesn't care about it. And then, you know, she turns as soon as Karen says, I'm done with her. And TurtleBoy goes, you know what? Okay, cool. I mean, Karen Reed is a fantastic source to have if you're a journalist. So I'm not going to want to lose that source. If she says fucking lose the dead weight, that would be Natalie. And I'm, you know what I mean? And I'm TurtleBoy in that position. I'm going to be like, easy. No, of course. I wouldn't even think about it. It wouldn't even be a question. It wouldn't even be an option. It would just be. So, like, then what does she do? She fucking totally twists and turns on him. Like, what does that say about this Lindsay girl? Right? What does that say about her when what she ends up doing, as soon as things go sour between her and TurtleBoy, she goes and get buddies up with the very people that she knows are trying to destroy him. Everything's all good. No, you can't leave, you can't leave, you can't leave kind of shit. But then when it's over, finally, it's let me go and hook up with the people who are obsessed with destroying you more than anybody. Hatred. I don't understand what it is about TurtleBoy that brings out such hatred. Is it his writing? I don't know. I don't get it. It's really it's fascinating to me. It's fascinating that people have like this, like their feelings are so strong against this guy. Like watching them on Twitter is it's like Wild Kingdom, dude. It's like a fucking National Geographic special. These people are absolutely fucking just riddled with guanosis. Just absolutely just riddled with it. Yeah, I mean, I get it. He's written about a lot of people. Okay. Yeah, and I know somebody who knows somebody he wrote about, and she wasn't happy about it. But what's funny is like, and she has reason to be upset about it. You know what I mean? But what's funny is that she absolutely supports him as far as all of this goes. She's like, yeah, it's clear. Like, this dude is being fucking railroaded, and these fucking people are dirty. I'm from Massachusetts. I know. She has stated this. Like, that's just somebody who has common sense. That's just somebody who has basic observation skills. You know? Thank you, Lizeka. Thank you for explaining that. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is pretty self-explanatory if you know what guano is. We get to
What's up?
I'll tell you something later.
Okay. There you go.
Says it all. Okay, he'll be out in a minute, guys.
Good day,
I'm
huh?
gonna run. Yep.
Thank you for coming, Gail.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm sure he's wiped out.
Peggy.
I'm sure he's wiped out.
That's a great statement. I think TurtleBoy uses unorthodox investigation methods, but I applaud him. let me elaborate on that. I'm going to piggyback off that a little bit, because I have to ask myself, especially now, considering what we know now about this case, were his unorthodox methods necessary? That's the question. Were they necessary? And were they actually really immoral? Because if you balance the morality issues, I mean, just the lying and deception alone coming from the Commonwealth and coming from the Massachusetts State Troopers, just that stuff alone, just the dishonesty, just the deceit alone, doesn't that justify TurtleBoy's methods? Were children traumatized from the lacrosse game? No. Now, again, I wouldn't do it, but that goes to what Peggy is saying here when she says I applaud him. Most of us wouldn't do it. Most of us wouldn't do it. But you have to acknowledge the fact that the dude believed in what he was reporting so much that him being right about it is that much more of a payoff. It justifies him. It absolutely justifies his actions, in my opinion. These people are liars. So how just because I'm not willing to go as far as he did. Now, I don't know. Maybe if I were in that position, and I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've done some shit that I surprised myself before, but I don't know. But the thing is in theory, would I do it? Fuck no. In theory, fuck no. That's the whole point, as most of us wouldn't do it. And the question is, well, is it because it's morally acceptable? Is it okay to crash a lacrosse game with a bunch of teenagers and bombard the mother watching her kid's lacrosse game with a bunch of questions? I mean, is it the only public place that you knew she would be at? Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it was, because like I said, no kids were traumatized from this, but we're talking about somebody who has been lying this entire time. Jen McCabe has been lying for a long time. And all TurtleBoy really did was put a phone in front of her face and call her a liar and ask her to tell the truth, because there's a woman's life on the line. So, and I'm talking, like, let's just even say that the fucking the call isn't real, which we now know it is, but the search 2:27 a.m. didn't actually happen. Well, even still, she's been lying. You know what I'm saying? And a woman's life is on the line right now. Karen Reed's life is on the line. So now that we know everything that we know as of yesterday, and Proctor is under investigation, like, and TurtleBoy's about to walk out of that courthouse. Dude, like, were his actions morally justified now that we know the truth? Because one might even argue, oh, well, he didn't know that for sure at the time, so it's not okay. But if he acted like he was sure and he turned out to be right, well, I guess that made him sure. Technically, doesn't it? It made him sure. He was sure. He proved that he was sure of it. So far, everything this dude has said has been right. So far, everything this dude has said has been right. And I get it. Like, if you hate the guy, it's going to chap your ass. It's going to make you even that much more mad if you hate him. But you cannot deny that what he's doing here is the right thing. That would be like if I was like, man, fuck Grant. He's a piece of shit. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about what he's saying now. And then I just kept on ripping on him. Right? That would have been, it's the same thing. Grant did the right thing. There's no reason for me to rip on him. He tripped and fell like anybody else does. Now, I'm not comparing what TurtleBoy did with tripping and falling. What I'm saying is, I mean, you hate the guy, and I don't hate Grant, but maybe if I did, I would behave in the way that these people are behaving towards TurtleBoy after TurtleBoy did the right thing. Like Grant did the right thing by just making fun of himself and playing it off and made a joke out of it. It's fantastic. Made me laugh. Thought it was great. You know? Like, what? Why does someone's hatred, does your hatred for somebody cloud your judgment between right and wrong? Because what's happening here is the right thing. Karen Reed is innocent. There is too much to indicate that she is innocent. Too much. Beyond too much to ignore. I mean, it's just sad, man. It's sad.
Oh yeah, mentally.
Yeah, how can he not be? Right.
You should maybe cancel this show.
Well,
Might be hyped up too.
got to get some of it out, but I mean, he's got to
Yeah.
put the thoughts together. We didn't.
That's where he releases everything.
You saw him on the show when they were doing the live, right?
No, I missed that.
Oh, you get so blown away. Blown away.
Really? Is that the one where the
Clara and Brian.
Yay! Yeah, buddy! Take care of business.
Yes. So listen. So guys, they want us down. They want us down. Oh, they want us down. Okay. Sorry.
Let's fucking go.
Thank you. So today, it's been a good week. On Tuesday, Karen Reed was completely 100% vindicated as factually innocent in court right across the street when the FBI investigation showed that John O'Keefe was not hit by a vehicle and that Jennifer McCabe Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. Today, I was completely vindicated in the bogus charges against me. But we have a lot more work to do. Yesterday, Michael Proctor, conflicted state trooper Michael Proctor, was put under internal investigation by the Massachusetts State Police because he lied. He lied to a grand jury. He lied to a grand jury in the Karen Reed case. He lied to the grand jury in my case. There's a lot of liars in the Massachusetts State Police that have been getting away with this for way too long. But the reckoning is coming, and it started yesterday. It started this week, and it's coming. This has been a great week. The tides are turning for justice, and I look forward to seeing Karen Reed walk free, as she should. The real killers of John O'Keefe walk free, and for all the charges against me to be dismissed as they should be.
You still have this case pending. It sounds like you have to come back to court in April, so it's not completely dismissed. How do you feel about that this is still happening?
Yeah, I mean, we'll eventually we're going to get. Well, we're going to win this. We're going to win all our cases. I've committed absolutely no crimes, and they're just making this stuff up because they're trying to shut me up because my reporting has been far too effective. As you can see,
It has
had I
been.
not taken this story
last April and kind of ran with it, there would not be all of these crowds at the Karen Reed areas. There would not be this pressure on the government. Michael Proctor would not be under internal investigation right now. So that's all they're trying to do is shut me up, and we're going to win each case one at a time. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Any questions?
I mean, some people might be like, oh, he's so arrogant. You know, listen to him taking credit for it, dude. But everything that he said was true. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that he said was true. Like, you cannot let your hatred for somebody cloud the truth from your eyes, dude. Like, everything that he's saying is absolutely true. And you got to wonder if that's what pisses you off. You know? Like, I mean, it's not like he got lucky and it landed in his lap. You know what I'm saying? That's not what happened here. This is a guy who fucking went in there and he started investigating cops. Like, this guy is literally, if you don't know what you're going to fucking find, you're investigating what are probably dirty cops who killed another cop. You're out there trying to prove this? Dude, that is putting your life in danger. You're literally like, that is life-threatening work to do. It's absolutely life-threatening work to do. If you believe that there are cops who killed another cop and you're going out there to fucking prove it, what the fuck you think they're going to do to you? So he managed to create this thing by writing and getting enough people's attention on this to where he is so public that there's nothing they can do about it. And that it's gotten to a point to where locking him up has made him even louder. Locking him up, trying to shut him up, has made him even louder. The only purpose that locking him up seems to have been attempted to serve for the prosecution in the Karen Reed case was that they get to use him as misdirection, saying that the two of them spoke on the phone and met up. And that's it. Only alluding to what the motive would be behind the two of them doing that. There was no gag order. Why can't she talk to a reporter if she wants to? And Eddie and Jackson used to hold press conferences, show up on court TV, whatever. You know, for whatever reason, I'm sure it's a part of their defense strategy. I'm sure it's, you know, if a lawyer shuts the fuck up, it's because they know what they're doing. And if a lawyer's talking to the press, it's because they know what they're doing. That's their job. So, I mean, that's literally the only purpose, because they get to say TurtleBoy, who is right now charged with felony counts of witness intimidation. If they get to plant that right next to his name on court filings and motions and say so in open court, well, it makes TurtleBoy sound a lot bad. And connecting that to Karen Reed makes her sound bad. And that's literally the only purpose that they're hoping that it serves. Because I can't think of any reason why they would think it would serve any other purpose beyond that. What do they think they're going to prove? What crime do they think that they're going to prove took place? I don't see a crime. I see a journalist talking to a source, and a damn reliable one. When there's no gag order on the case, I don't see the problem.
Everybody have a nice day, and thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good job, Aiden.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
Got it, bud. Yeah, you need some time off, bud.
Real free.
Oh, I did? No, whatever. People know what I meant.
We know you.
You know what I meant.
We know.
And you can't overlook either. You cannot overlook. You can't overlook that the fact that they've come up with fucking zilch also makes them look corrupt. The fact that they seized both Karen Reed's phones and his tech, stuck him in jail for 2 months, flew to fucking California to interview somebody who gave them absolute jack shit. All it does is make them look more corrupt. It makes them look like they are trying to cover something up, trying to figure something out, trying to. It's a wild goose chase. It is. It's bullshit. It's. What do you call when they're just throwing fucking shit at the wall and hoping it sticks? I mean, because what it sounded like to me was that they were just trying to figure out what they knew about the federal investigation. If Karen Reed's attorneys contacted Josh Levy's office to report misconduct in the Norfolk County DA's office and in the investigation, well then it stands to reason that Karen might know something about that. And it stands to reason that the one person who seems to be on her side at the time, who has the power of people's ears, well, they're going to assume that she knows something and that he knows something and that they talked about it. Because they can't they can't think that they're going to catch them committing a crime because there's nothing even suspicious about the two of them talking. The only thing to suspect is that they might know about an investigation that they are subject to. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that makes any sense. They're not looking to prosecute. I mean, look at Mello. Mello is not looking to prosecute anyone. Mello's looking to get him on stupid shit like bail revocation and have him thrown in jail so that things quiet down. But they didn't. Everyone was still showing up to these things. Everyone was still on their YouTube channels talking about it. People were on. Me, Brian, we helped do live streams on his channel while he was in jail. Because, and what's funny is when he got arrested, you can just look at his numbers. I did that on a live stream, and I looked at his numbers while he was in jail, and I was like, they all went up. When he got out, he finally hit 50K. Like, all jail did was make him louder, which is exactly what he said would happen. So I have to think that their motive is to see what they could find through the tech and what they know about the federal investigation, so that they can get ahead of it, so that they know what they're being looked at for, and they could cover it up. That's what it sounds like to me. No, TurtleBoy didn't call in earlier. He called into the Howie Carr show, and we played and watched that. Right. You're supposed to know what you're being arrested for. What's up, Paul? Great job today, buddy. I want to thank everyone outside courthouse and DA's office protests. We were all awesome. Absolutely. Yeah, totally. This is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing that's taking place in that town. Like, it's easy to look at like, oh my God, it's horrible, because yes, there are things that are happening that are horrible. But the thing is that the resilience to staying positive and just making yourselves heard is proving to be so effective. Like I said earlier in this stream, I cannot express that enough, is to be this close to it is something I've never experienced. To be this close to people exercising their rights and doing so without fear when there's reason to, and seeing it actually make a difference, seeing it actually work, is something that I will always have a gratitude for you that I will never truly be able to express. Because that, if anybody gets to experience that in their life, fighting for something that you're passionate about, that's important to not just you, but everyone around you, for your environment, that's not something that everybody gets to say they did, you know? So I want to thank you guys for that. Seriously. I cannot express enough. So it's pretty fucking amazing what you guys are doing. Paul, all you guys. I mean, somebody should just fucking confess, man. You know? Just fucking cut a deal and confess. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my place because I'm not a local. But if I were a local, I would settle for somebody getting some lenient time if the rest of them who actually covered it up get like life sentences. You know what I mean? I would be perfectly satisfied with that. Like in a situation like that, when you are dealing with a conspiracy, the idea for sure is to try to get somebody to flip. Find somebody who's got something to lose and use it and get them to flip, you know? What's going on with Alec Baldwin? You shoot somebody else? I'm still trying to find where it says. What? I don't. All right, I don't know. Oh, Alec Baldwin was in Tom's chat? Yeah, I doubt it. But that would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, his trial started today? Don't think he was in chat? Yeah. Y'all are like, Alec Baldwin was in Tom's chat. Like, Alec Baldwin doesn't really strike me as the type of person who really gives much of a fuck about anything. If I'm being totally honest, like, yeah, he's not the local that I would imagine is going to see. Now I can do this. Hold on. Go to channel. Yeah, no. Yeah. You're bro. Yeah, let me Yeah, you're Alec Baldwin showing us your ass crack while you fucking change a tire, right? Get the fuck out of my face, guy. Like, did you not know we could do that? Did you not know that we could do that? Fascinating. No, I know. Yeah, it was a joke.
Right, we saw you now. Oh, I told Mel before I went in, they use it.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Think of my welcome. Thank you very much. We're gonna give it to Kate.
Cheryl's like, that's me. Sweet.
Everybody's got a huge smile. What a great day. Everyone's got a smile.
Who would flip? Proctor. Proctor's the one they got cold. Okay. Like, this is just my guess. If you're asking me who I think would flip, it would absolutely be Proctor. He's already under investigation. That means that they probably have what they think is enough on him. I'm thinking that they probably smelled a federal investigation coming, and then the state troopers were like, no, he's our guy, we'll investigate it. And then they were like, okay, we'll hang back, but it's happening. It's gonna happen. So that's just my theory as to what's happening right now. And because Proctor would have the most on him. And if he can testify that he was ordered to do some of the things that he did by somebody higher up, then yeah, those people have a problem, because those higher ups aren't going down by themselves either. They're going to take other people down with them. This is a mess. As I stated yesterday, you've got a situation here where you've got some very resourceful, potentially dangerous people, and they're desperate. They're becoming very desperate, and that's not to be taken lightly. So I think that as long as everybody is doing what they're doing the way they're supposed to be doing it and stay very public, that's just watch each other six, by just keeping a very cool profile, and not necessarily a low one, and keep standing up for what's right, but like I said, watch your sixes and make sure you don't put yourself in harm's way either, but I admire every single person out there who's doing what they're doing, every single one. So I mean, yeah, it's like I said, man, these are some, like I said, very resourceful and likely dangerous people who are becoming desperate. There's a panic. You can smell the panic. You can smell it on Twitter, like Twitter was heated as fuck yesterday. Everything was just insults and madness, and like Brandy Churchwell started fucking blocking people. Like, it was crazy. But yeah. So yeah, this is where it gets hairy, folks. But I'm here, guys. And I appreciate everybody, and you guys have been a blast. It is getting closer to that 3-hour mark, so I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. But I think we've got a situation here where justice is going to prevail. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you very much. We will do this again very soon, my friends.